grade 10s, this is it. By now, if you're not a factoring freak, you better get on board. We've spent a lot of time on factoring, and this is the end. I want to review with you the factoring checklist. So take a look. What do you look for when you're factoring? Every time you start a new question, you have to look for a greatest common factor first. Remember, the greatest common factor could just be a GCF, a common bracket, or a grouping style question. If you cannot find a greatest common factor, then check for a perfect square. Remember, a perfect square is a simple trinomial or a complex trinomial in disguise. If it does not pass the perfect square test, check for a simple trinomial, which looks like x squared plus bx plus c. And remember, you have to use the product of the last term and the sum of the middle term theory. And this term, the numerical coefficient in front of the x squared, has to be a 1, and there has to be 3 terms. Otherwise, check if it's a complex trinomial. Again, 3 terms, but the numerical coefficient in front of the x squared is not 1, it's another number. And so you have to use the product of a times b and the sum, again, of the middle term, and you use the decomposition method to help you factor. The last thing is difference of squares, which is 2 terms separated by a negative, and you have to be able to take the square root of both. And obviously, you have to know how to factor all of them once you've decided on which one it is. And then watch out for the combos. I could mix up a greatest common factor with a simple trinomial or a greatest common factor in a perfect square. I can mix any 2, and you've got to be careful for those. Okay? That's it. Best of luck to you, and remember, congratulations on being a factoring freak.